Okay, so as you can see from the picture I have here, I just saw the episode of Dragon Ball Super episode 36. Again, I did watch Raw. I will watch it later on Sunday when I get a chance. It's Easter, so I'm gonna be out with the family. And happy early Easter to you all, of course. Um, this episode was better than last week's episode. I will tell you that right now. This episode had me at the edge of my seat. I felt like a little kid watching Dragon Ball Z all over again. The whole fight, the whole fight between Vegeta and Magetta took the entire episode. Which this is what I like. The old Dragon Ball Z, it would take 4 or 5 episodes to have one fight. This one was a full episode, which I'm actually happy because we got more content. We got to see what Magetta is fully capable of and what Vegeta is fully capable of, or how hard he was going to push himself against someone of Magetta's capabilities. Man, I have no words. I'm still in shock. I saw the episode about what, 3 hours ago? Or 2.5 hours ago? And I'm still in shock. This is what makes Vegeta my second favorite character of Dragon Ball Z. The way he pushes himself to fight. And that's exactly what he did here. Magetta is something else, man. We all thought that he only shot lava out of his mouth. Who knew that he can turn the lava into not stone? I guess you could say stone because it was hard enough when he grabbed it. But there was a scene where he starts charging up and his red key, I guess you could say, his red key charge or whatever, it's all red around him. Like the small scene of Vegeta facing Frost in last week's episode. It was just a color change for last week's episode, but with this episode, he actually had red. He had a red charge, a red key around him. So after that, he shot the lava while Vegeta was charging up because he didn't want the lava to hit him. So Magetta shot the lava and um, Vegeta shot his Gallic gun. It wasn't as powerful as it normally would be because he's running out of breath. It was basically a hot box if you want to think about it. The small barrier that Vados had created around the barrier after Piccolo using his Makango Sapo through the original barrier. So there was a smaller barrier created around the stage. So because of Magetta's ability of making everything all hot, so it was basically a hot box, and Vegeta was sweating and running out of breath, and he shot his Gallic gun. Now it wasn't at full power, so Magetta had shot a whole bunch of lava at him, and then 2 seconds later, it all turns hard, like into stone. So that original lava that had turned to stone fell, or he broke it out of his mouth. He shot a little lava ball that was gonna surround Vegeta. What Vegeta had did was he was gonna karate chop it in half, and because he really wasn't focusing around him like we said that he doesn't need to be fighting, putting everything in. What did he say? Um, but he said he didn't want him to fight so stiff. He should fight it like Goku. Goku is all flexible, even though Goku also has his own weaknesses. So after Vegeta, for the little side note, but after Vegeta had karate chopped the lava in half, Magetta takes the original lava that turned into stone and he hits Vegeta. Everybody plus Vegeta thought he was out. I was very surprised. I wasn't expecting that to happen. But Akira Toriyama has his own humor. What had happened was Vegeta had stepped on a stone from a piece of the stage that had broke. So the announcer slash referee had went to Vegeta to make sure he was out or he was safe. So he goes and he's like all on all fours, looking like Spider Man. His eyes turn red so he can display what he was looking at, and it shows that Vegeta was safe. You can hear him even say it in Japanese that he was safe. So afterwards, Vegeta has said something to announcer. My thought, or what I think he said, was, "You need to move back, or you need to move out of the way." Because after that, the referee or the announcer had, this yikes face, like he was afraid of what's gonna happen next. So Vegeta slowly flies up, and you see him charge up. He was charging up so much that he started to break the barrier. And his reasoning into breaking the barrier was so he can have more room for what his next attack was. And a lot of people were predicting what his move was. Whoever said that he was gonna use the final flash was correct, because they had said that Vegeta was gonna use that move again. The last time he used the final flash was against Cell, where he told Cell to stand and take the attack head on. So whoever said that he was going to do the final flash was correct. And Magetta ate the attack. Not literally, but he blocked the attack. And Vegeta flies towards him. And he hits Magetta's arm because Magetta had blocked his punch. And again, you hear the big sound, like a metal sound. If you play Pokemon and you have Aggron, one of Aggron's moves is named Metal Sound. That's exactly what it was. So Vegeta, out of pure will, pushes or Magetta off the stage, but he didn't just push him and Magetta fell on the stage. Because Magetta being a metal man and Vegeta pushing and pushing him to get him out, he broke the stage. And you look at the stage; it's all broken. Magetta's on on the floor, and the announcer goes to see if Magetta's fully out, which he is, but he had to make sure. Then you see Vegeta fly up to the platform where Goku, Piccolo, Beerus, and Whis is, and he asks Whis for a glass of water, which he chugs and he drinks right away because that took a lot of energy out of him. I would assume so because he was in a hot box, number one, and he exerted a lot of energy to break the barrier and to use the final flash. But right afterward, they go on to Universe 6's platform with Champa, Vados, um, Botamo, and everybody else is there. And we see that Botamo is standing next or sitting next to Magetta, and Magetta's crying. And this is where I felt really, really upset. I'm not gonna lie, I was really happy that Vegeta won. But after seeing Magetta cry, it was heartbreaking. I felt really bad, and I thought to myself, "Is why are you gonna do that to me?" Vegeta won. I'm over here all hyped up because he did the final flash. He finally did the Gala Gun after so many years. He wins, and then you go show the scene of Magetta crying. That really broke my heart. It shows that he's a big softy. And according to what Whis had told Goku and Vegeta, is that metal men are sensitive. Yes, they may be fighters. Yes, they might have hard skin, because after all, they are metal men, but they are very, very sensitive, and that broke my heart. Seeing Magetta cry, and I went on Facebook on a Dragon Ball Z group that I'm in, and I had put, okay, Magetta is not my new favorite Universe 6 character, because after seeing that, it really did hurt my heart. But we also see that Frost is sitting next to Hit, and he's knocked out. And I when I saw Frost, I thought he was just having his head down because he had lost and he was upset that Champa was mad at him. But it still so happens that what Hit did to him last episode, he's still knocked out. And yeah, it's just that episode, man. It to me, from what I've seen, because I saw the first 5 episodes of Dragon Ball Super, I fell off the bandwagon. I didn't catch. I wasn't able to catch up on the episodes. They re-showed Resurrection of F, which made no sense for me to watch because I saw the movie. But by far, for this World Tournament, this has to be my favorite episode. Last week's episode is number 2. This is number 1. It really was, and I hope you guys stood at the end of to see what next week's preview of the episode is. And next week's episode, man, Kaba proved everybody wrong. Whoever said that Kaba can, or however you want to pronounce his name, but I said Kaba. Whoever said Kaba can't turn Super Saiyan, well, he proved us all wrong. Because when Goku turned Super Saiyan, Champa had asked Kaba, can you Saiyans transform? And according to what Kaba said, he said not that from what he knows that no that his the Saiyans from his universe can't. But if you watch the preview for next week's episode, Kaba is Super Saiyan, and it makes me scratch my head because Champa had asked him, "Can you Saiyans transform?" He said no. So if the Saiyans from Universe 6 can't transform, how is it that Kaba is a Super Saiyan? And we also see that Vegeta is Super Saiyan Blue. So next week's episode, Super Saiyan Blue does come back. It has been a while. The last time we saw Super Saiyan Blue was in the Resurrection of F. But yeah, it's gonna be Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta versus Super Saiyan Kaba. Frost proved us wrong. He was a bad guy. And it seems like Kaba proved us wrong because he could transform. But I want to know what you guys thought of the episode. I thought it was badass. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. There were some scenes that were iffy, but who cares when you have an action-packed episode. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.